Hello everyone, it's Kirk from The Next Level Now. I've been talking about for the past few videos commitment. And we all can agree that you can have a wonderful goal, but if you're not committed to attaining that goal, it isn't going to happen. It just doesn't fall out of the sky into your lap. You have to put forth a certain amount of effort, a certain amount of work, a certain amount of desire to get there. And I want to kind of help clear some of this up for you as to how you can develop that commitment. Because we've all been there. Oh yes, I want to lose weight. But do we? Because the next thing you know, here you are holding a cookie or maybe a bowl of ice cream. So how committed were you to that goal of losing that weight? Because we all know that that's not the way we're going to get there. And it's kind of interesting as you watch people who make these commitments and they take off like their tail ends are on fire or they've got a rocket strapped to their back, but they burn out. They fall off very, very quickly. Most people committing to a New Year's resolution on January 1st, fully 70-80% of them are done with their resolution by the end of January. So if you're setting that goal, you want to be committed for the long haul, whatever it takes to get there. And we talked about in one of the earlier videos about clarity, defining what it is that you want with extreme clarity. Describe it in terms of as many of your 5 senses as you can: sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing, so that you have a very good picture in your mind as to what that goal is, what it's going to do for you, how it's going to make you feel. The more clearly you define that, the more your subconscious mind and the law of attraction is going to work in your favor to pull things into your sphere of influence that are going to help you be and stay committed to reaching that goal. But it takes more than just that clarity of definition, doesn't it? We are sometimes afraid to start on that path towards attaining that goal. We want to know what the cost is going to be. What's this going to cost me? What would I have to do in order to reach that goal? Am I going to have to work overtime? Am I going to have to put in extra hours of study? Am I going to have to do extra physical work to exercise, or I'm going to have to change my diet? How much of that am I willing to do? And the other side of that coin becomes, what am I going to have to give up? Okay, if I'm going to have to go and exercise, let's say that I have to walk 4 miles 4 times a week, that's going to take me a couple of hours to do each time. What do I have to give up to get those 2 hours to exercise every day? What am I going to have to give up? Am I going to have to give up that nightly sweet snack every night before I go to bed in order to lose that weight? We have to weigh all that out, and you have to be sure of what you're willing to pay, what it's going to cost you in the way of time and effort. But the other part of that is, how willing am I to learn what it's going to take? Am I willing to listen to this person who's telling me how to reach my goal? Because if you're not committed to listening to this person and doing what it is that they're talking about, you're not overly committed to reaching it, are you? And more importantly, is how much can you believe this person? Is this person someone who's giving you advice who can be trusted? Is this someone who has experience on their side? So if you have all of these things working together, you have someone who you trust, someone who you believe, someone you can put your faith in, who's going to guide you in the right direction. You are willing to pay the price. You're willing to cough up the money if it takes it, cough up the time if it takes it. You're willing to give up some things that you like. Maybe you really like watching the 6 o'clock news. You may have to give that up. But if you can do those things, your desire is going to be in place. your clarity is going to be in place, and you're going to have a much better time because you're going to be more committed to reaching that goal. I hope this serves you. I hope this helps you. I hope this is information that you're going to be able to put together with your own goals and build that clarity and then that commitment that it takes, that burning white hot passion to go get it. And this is how you build that white hot passion, is by doing some of these things we've talked about. Excuse me. So please make sure you get to the Next Level Now YouTube channel so you can watch some of our videos. That's where this is going to be ending up eventually. You're going to be able to see it again and again. Go to the Next Level Now Facebook page. Tamika Thomas has great stuff on her page. She addresses these issues from a little different standpoint. So if my flavor isn't working for you as well as you'd like, Tamika's might be the one that gets you through it and over the top. But please like, follow, share, help us get this message out to as many people as we can so we can help you and help your friends and your neighbor and your family step into being the best version of themselves that they can be. That's what the Next Level Now is all about. All right, thanks guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.